Is it fair to say that your daughter is worth only 80% of my son? No, of course not. Our daughters are brilliant, driven, and joyous people that are able to create as much change in the world as our sons are. But the way our businesses and societies are treating girls has created this gender gap, and it's up to us to fix it. October 11th is UN International Day of the Girl. This day focuses on the rights, the safety, and education of girls. Nearly 1 in 4 girls aged 15 and 19 globally are not in any education, employment, or training, compared to 1 in 10 boys. The core objective of this day is to make girls an active part of the progress of the world. This year's theme is Digital Generation, Our Generation, and acknowledges the growing digital world and how a digital gap can also widen the gender gap. With businesses and education, even healthcare, swiftly moving to digital platforms, 2.2 billion people below the age of 25 still have no internet at home. And girls are more likely to be cut off from the internet. On a global level, the gap has jumped from 11% in 2013 to 17% in 2019. And for the least developed countries, the percentage is around 43%. And girls are less likely than boys to use and own devices. This in turn affects the opportunity and availability for girls and women to get tech-related skills and then tech-related jobs. I mean, adolescent girls, all girls, have the right to a safe, educated, and healthy life, not only during these critical formative years, but also as they mature into women. So my wife and I are trying to raise strong, engaged, passionate, STEM-loving girls and a son who respects girls and women and treats them as equals. Some of the things we're trying to do, we're trying to curate our home library. We're trying to include books that show women and diversity in the workplace and less books that follow more traditional gender stereotypes. We want all 3 of our kids, 2 girls and a boy, to grow up knowing women can do anything. We really love this book, Go Girls Go. Ruby's in her taxi cab, Bessie flies a plane, Rachel builds a city tower with her giant crane. I mean, these are all women doing jobs that we may have stereotypically called male jobs. We also like to teach you don't give up on a failure. We talk a lot with the girls and Liam about how hard work, mistakes, and failure are positive learning experiences, not a sign that you aren't good at something. I like how you tried to solve that and then tried again when you got it wrong. Or it takes 10,000 touches on a soccer ball to be good at it. Keep going. Third, we try to, involve them in community action. We're trying to engage more as a family with the community and talk with the kids about how we support places like the women's shelter and invest in our time in women's rights. Number 4, encouraging STEM play. I mean, girls are just as capable to be scientists or technicians or apprentices or engineers or mathematicians as boys are. And in my opinion, the STEM toys allow for so much more creativity. Our little chemist loves making slime, but also loves anything with coding or programming. And our little maker loves to build out of boxes or Legos or whatever she can find. So when we support women and diversity in our workplace, it brings real value to our organizations and is the right thing to do. The women in my life and the women in your life deserve our support. I'll put some references in the comments, and until next time, ask yourself, what will I automate next?